I worked 10 years in East Africa, as we were saying, and working with people, working with colleagues, and I don't think I've had one single conversation on global education as such. And still I've been a practitioner of development cooperation for many years. Maybe we were talking or tackling development education or global learning issues without knowing that we were tackling those issues. So I would say that it would be better if this subject would be a bit more mainstream so that people can be more aware, and you will have a much more multiplier effect that having a few people working on global citizenship programs. Now we are a nice team, we are a small team within DEVCO, but if it has to become really global, education has to be an effort that needs to be multiplied by definition. With campaigning, it's been the most successful. They can really, big campaigning organization can really reach out to grassroots organization. There is a very good reach out in this sector. Formal education is a bit more difficult because we have already only in the European Union 28 member states with 28 different formal systems. So we have also realized that we need to work more closely with the authorities, even being a program that is a civil society and local authorities based program. We need to work with central authorities much more to help peer review, to help making the policy framework in general in Europe clearer and more aligned when we can learn from best practices. And the very first difficulty is how you establish your baseline. So how you, what is your zero point, and how you can measure the progress that you have made comparing with these baselines. And sometimes some projects, they start up without having defined their baselines. Sometimes it's very difficult to see the impact of a specific project versus many other variables that can have played a role within a given context. But I think it's something that we need collectively to talk about. I've seen a lot of programs on sustainable consumption, which I think that in a society like ours, where we spend all the time our money for doing whatever, we can really make a difference as a consumer in what we choose and why we choose. So the way you spend your money and how you spend your money or what you spend your money can really make a difference. So I think that looking at human beings as consumers is, in this kind of society, can help to sensitize. But what I would like to see a bit more is also more diverse topics in which we can really sensitize people on the inequalities or the injustices or the for instance, why not, or the racism that there is towards certain category in the world, being the immigrants, or how could we tackle extremism and educate people on what it is and what is not, how to avoid stereotype. I think there are so many other areas in which people could be made more alerted and in the longer term will benefit the entire society.